most of our common landscape shrubs can handle the cold pretty well. What you'll probably see on a lot of them, like this little pedalum here, is the tops of the plants may have been really impacted with some freeze damage, but as the temperatures warm up, the plants will green up. So all you need to do back on these is just go through a little top pruning on them, do some watering and fertilization, and they should be back in no time. Other non-hardy species like this bottle brush here, and other tropicals like our citrus, our mangoes, loquats, etc., they may be coming down with freeze damage. Take a little time to come in here and nick these plants down low to the base, and if you don't see any green pigment underneath the bark, more than likely, unfortunately, these plants are going to need to be removed. Okay, so we're going to look at this oleander here. Obviously the top of the plant looks pretty rough, but at this point, several weeks after the freeze and some really warm spring weather, we should be able to know if this plant's going to survive. So I'm just going to take a good sharp knife here, and I'm going to just go down by the base, and I'm just going to nick away at the bark down low to the plant. And what I'm looking for is a ring of green tissue underneath the bark layer there. If it's good lime green color in there, then we've got a pretty good chance this plant is going to make it. In that case, we would just take some loppers, and we're going to cut this plant back just several inches from the ground, fertilize it, mulch it, and allow it to resprout. If I make this cut down there at the base of this plant and I see nothing but brown, unfortunately, this is going to be a plant for removal. Okay, the good thing about our San Augustine turf grass is that it's pretty cold hardy, and the fact that it was dormant while they had the cold weather, it should be fine. What you need to think about right now is raking out all the winter thatch material to allow the new growth to take hold. One thing we want to try to avoid is overwatering and fertilizing the grass a little bit too early, because the grass really hasn't developed a whole lot of roots in spring yet. So we want to wait for some good new green growth on the grass before we start watering and fertilizing. If we do that too soon, we may just be encouraging the growth of annual weeds in the lawn, and that's just more care that we don't want to have to waste our time with. Well, we'd be glad to answer any further questions that you have. First start is going to be to visit our website at fortbend.agrilife.org.